Yes, I know the way he looks like a scammer, a drug dealer, da da. I know, but attraction is attraction, and I fell for that.
Now, before we get started, I've even shared some of my own stories in a sense dealing with this and trying to inform black women out there that they need not to be so desperate in just going out there and deciding to trust any and everybody that they see online just because the dude looks attractive or there's chemistry there or all these other types of things, because you realistically don't know what type of man you are in a sense bringing into your home. You don't know what he may have up his sleeve or what he may potentially want to do to you. You don't know if he may want to actually be in a relationship with you, if he may just want to use you, or if he wants to harm you in some type of way, fashion, or form.
It's gonna be hard. But I was robbed by someone that I trusted, that I had met on Hinge, the dating app. We've only known each other for like 12 days. Yes, I know I'm an idiot for inviting some man that I didn't know to my house multiple times overall in the last a week and a half. I trusted him, although there were a lot of red flags. So many that I can't even count them. He was super lovey dovey and kind, be nice, the whole, yeah. And I was very trusting and too nice. And he stole from me. Someone I thought that actually liked in me. And we actually started, well, we're pretty much official 2 days ago. I'm assuming now we're not. I've called him. I have FaceTimed him. I have tried to text him. Nothing. I've tried all day. Not all day, just for a few hours. I tried him on other phone and other numbers. Nothing. I've even DM'd him on Instagram. Nothing. I'm going to show you a picture of him. He's in Dallas. So you guys know who he is. And ladies, beware. I think he does this. Maybe on regular. I'm not sure. This is the first picture of him. He has a tattoo on his neck and tattoos on his arm. Another angle. This is his dating profile on Hinge. Ladies, if you see him, please just don't mess with him. Don't.
Now, I want y'all to remember what she stated. She said that attractions is attraction. She said that she overlooked a lot of red flags. She said that she just met this dude off of a social media app. And she also stated that this happened within 12 days. And she also stated that this dude took 10K from her, then had a conversation with the woman that is the mother of his children or child, and that he also plans to use the money that he quote unquote stole from her, and that he wants to go buy and use it on another woman that's not her. I don't know exactly what to tell women anymore, because it is completely obvious that you have a lot of women out here that are so desperate and that are so lonely that they are willing to uh, not only risk the money that they work for, but they're willing to risk their lives solely due to the fact that they are lonely and desperate. But we all know that women out here can, just go out there and get the attention of a guy and what have you. She could have easily decided that, yo, I'm going to take this slow. Let's give it about 2, 3, 4 months, 5 months, a year before he actually came directly to her home. And even if you give somebody, that amount of time, you still don't 100% know who that person is. But at least within like 6 months to a year, it's enough for you to see different changes in a person's attitude, their moods, and how it is that they move, and the different things that they say. So you can happen to critique and see certain things before they happen. She stated in 12 days, she saw the red flags. There were a ton of red flags there, but she opted not to pay attention to those red flags. She opted not to cut off the relationship at the first red flag or the second red flag or the third red flag. She allowed it to go to the extent of him being able to take $10,000 worth of funds directly from her.
Another one.
A second update of the guy that robbed me from Hinge, because the girls that I mentioned didn't want to be in the video. But when I made that video, one girl had made a post and said, or made a comment saying that she knows him, that's her baby daddy. And I was like, he got a kid? Not only does he have one kid, he has two kids, and I did not know that, and it was on his profile, and he never mentioned it. We pretty much got into a little group chat on Instagram, and it went back and forth about what he's done. He's done a lot of robbing, and just, he doesn't work, he doesn't like working, he doesn't believe in working, he just likes to flex, flaunt with fake money, real money, whatever is stolen. And yes, I know, the way he looks like a scammer, a drug dealer, I know, but attraction is attraction, and I fell for that. So we pretty much went back and forth about what he's done. He's known to be manipulative, abusive. He actually slammed my door one time and started yelling at me and screaming at me to not break up with him. He's not a safe person. He's not a good person to hang out with. And I have a really big heart, and I'm a very trusting person, very, very trusting. And I know I need to work on that. I will no longer be trusting anyone now. I think I mentioned before, he took $10,000. So yeah. And he told one of the girls that he has a kid with that he wants to take her shopping with the money that he stole from me. Yeah, he's been threatening me. I have text messages of him threatening me, talking about he wants to chop me up and send me off in a box to my sister. He's threatened me, like, he has called me every name in the book. Yes, every name. He's very obsessive. He's very controlling. He will get mad if I don't text him back fast enough or don't text him back at all. Like, he's one of those guys. And so I'm actually really glad I posted that video, because I was in a moment of weakness, and I was just so anxious. My chest was hurting all night. I was crying all night. I was just like, I can't believe this has happened. And I understand, like, how can you trust somebody in 12 days? Well, when you like somebody a lot, this happens. I know. But anyways, I did contact the police. I made a report. I will be looking into getting a lawyer, I think, and then also getting footage of my cameras in my apartment. Unfortunately, I may not be able to see that money ever.
So I wanted to potentially look this woman up just to see, because I already knew what it was already looking like. I saw how her face looks, saw everything else. And then I was right. I went to her Twitter. Her Twitter is basically blocked. But then she had a link directly up there that led to, we all guessed it, or at least I guessed it, and I was correct, her OnlyFans. So this basically let me know how it is that she is able to get her money, and how it is that she just has a random amount of 10K just lying around for anybody to just roll up in there and just take. And then on top of that, I think it said somewhere on social media that she potentially had, over 100K or 200K, followers on social media as well. So like I said, she's making actually pretty good money. This is not even realistically a loss for her. It is a loss, but it's really not a loss, because she's probably going to get that back, just by doing a few things on OnlyFans real quick. Within the same month that she lost it, she's going to get that money right back and then some. Right. And I'm not going to post her social media directly up here, because she has a lot of stuff, videos up there when it deals with her TikTok and stuff of various positions. Like I said, her whole nature is OnlyFans, so she is selling her body, putting it directly out there in order to entice and to get men's attention, so that they can go over to the OnlyFans and sign up, subscribe, and pretty much help her make ends meet. Um, but this is why, like I said before, it used to come to a certain point in time when I would hear stories like this, and I would have some type of sympathy. And now I just look at it and I just call people stupid. Because at no point in time should you, as a woman, decide that you want to be on a dating app, only know a dude for 12 days, and you want to invite this dude directly over to your home. This is your safety. This is your protection. This is like where you're supposed to be able to come and know that ain't nothing going to harm you. Whatever is going on in the outside world is the outside world. Wherever is at home, that is your peace, that is your comfort. You decided to allow a random dude that you don't know from nobody over to your house because you stated attraction is attraction. You saw all 12 red flags. You saw that on his Hinge profile picture, he's always wearing a ski mask or whatever it is. You can look at his face and tell that he's not up to no good. You decided to go after a dude that got tattoos all over his neck and his face. Obviously, he's not going to be working a normal type of job, but this is the dude that you decided to go for because you said attraction is attraction. So you told the universe that you wanted a thief, that you wanted a criminal, and that's exactly what the universe gave you. And now you want to turn around and cry on TikTok because the dude who he is what he is, which is a criminal, which is a thief, came into your house, barely knew you, and he stole 10K from you. And now you're crying that he robbed you. You let him rob you. That makes no sense. That's like a bank hiring a thief that they already knew was locked up for 12 years because he robbed the bank, and then you're going to hire that same thief to be the manager of the bank and expect him not to sit up there and rob you. That doesn't make sense. That doesn't make sense. And if anybody has sympathy for her, like, yo, I don't know what to tell y'all. Y'all stupid. All of y'all stupid. Like I said, it comes to a point in life where people bring a lot of things directly on themselves. She brought this on herself. She is blessed at this moment in time that she even has her life, because this could have been a whole different story because of the unnecessary risks that she decided to take out of loneliness and desperation. Like I said, it was like, oh yeah, I did it because we had this chemistry, we had this vibe. Nah, you did it due to the fact that you know that he was probably okay with you doing the job that you're doing. So then that made it easier for you, and that made you more comfortable in trying to be in some sort of relationship with him because he was down and okay with whatever it is that you were doing. Because normally most guys ain't going to be trying to be in a relationship with you. They're not going to be down with that. But, like I said, it is what it is. People will take all of these risks that they want to take, and then they want to turn around and blame everybody else instead of putting the mirror in front of them and staring at themselves and blaming exactly who it is that they see in that reflection. But people just going to end up.
As you can see, the more you fuck around, the more you're going to find out.